right, a very special treat, not one but two. We have Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville, and we have Florida Senator Rick Scott. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. Now, I want to delve into some policy issues, but before I do, some housekeeping. Senator Scott, do you have an announcement to make about Senator Tuberville?
Well, first off, Coach Tuberville has been an unbelievable senator. But my understanding, he wants to be the governor of Alabama now. And it's going to be a big loss for the country because he won't be up here. But he will be an outstanding governor of Alabama. It will be a job, he'll be a big job creator. This is, Coach Tuberville is a big guy on making sure every kid gets a great education. And he's probably the biggest supporter of law enforcement that I've ever seen in the country. So Alabama is going to become this unbelievable state that everybody's going to have to compete against because it's going to be a great place for jobs, kids getting a great education, and it's going to continue to be a great, safe state.
So I'm sorry you're leaving,
but you'll do a great job.
Great campaign manager here, Larry. Great campaign manager.
Well, that's the thing, Senator. I'm an enormous admirer of Senator Tuberville and his accomplishments, and that includes, by the way, his accomplishments as a football coach, a successful football coach. I basically don't want him to leave. I like him in the Senate.
I agree with you.
I like his voice in the Senate. Senator Scott, I know you're a pretty good senator, but Tuberville is in a class by himself, isn't he?
Absolutely. He does an unbelievable job. He explains things very well. People love working with him. He's been very successful up here.
All right. Senator Tuberville, I want to get serious. Well, that's a serious business, and you got your endorsement from important senator. But I want to get that down to the point. You got people shooting at ICE agents and border patrol agents, right? And cops in general. And according to the Daily Caller and according to Axios and some other sources now, the Democratic Party, the people at the bottom, the constituencies and so forth at the grassroots are urging their leaders to urge this kind of violence. In fact, they're telling their leaders to take a shot in order to show their resistance to Trump. This is insanity. In America, we don't shoot cops, Senator Tuberville. What you have to say about this?
Well, first of all, it was a disaster what the Biden administration did for 4 years. Open borders, it was insane. Senator Scott and I went down several times. You can't put a number on what is, number one, going to cost the American taxpayers over the next years to get all these illegals back out of the country. But the law and order in this country, and Rick will talk about this too, is vital. If you can be educated, you can have money, you can have everything you want as an American citizen. If you don't have safe streets and neighborhoods, you don't have anything. And so we have to take our country back. The Democrats did this on purpose. It was all by design. They want to run over our law and order. They want social justice people running our police departments. That's not going to happen. I'm all for ICE. If you need to defend yourself, shoot back. Do not take this from these people. Do not take it from the Democrats. We have to take our country and neighborhood back.
Yeah, if you need to defend yourself, shoot back. That has to happen, Senator Scott. And we had Tom Homan on just at the top of the show, a terrific man, really, a great patriot doing the job. We can't let up. There are crazy people shooting now. There are crazy people who are illegally walked into this country. And they're murderers and they're rapists, sex traffickers, drug traffickers. That battle's not over yet, Senator Scott. We got a lot of work to do. You all just put $175 billion for it into the One Big Beautiful Bill. This has got to change.
Well, it's like, who do these Democrats represent? They're insane. I mean, they represent actual criminals, people that are selling drugs to our kids to kill them, people that have murdered and raped people. They're out trying to make sure they don't go to jail. And then the people that are trying to put them in jail, they want to kill them, these ICE agents and Border Patrol. These Democrats have gone crazy. But this is, as Coach Tuberville said, this is all by design by the Democrats. They want to change this country by opening up the border to criminals and drug traffickers and terrorists, and they've done it. Donald Trump has got his work cut out for him, but he's going to do it. We're going to clean up this country.
Senator Tuberville, I got a guy up here in New York Trump calls him Mandami the commie. This guy wants the city to run grocery stores. He wants to defund the police, and he's a tremendous anti-Semite. Hates Jewish people. He claims he's not going to let ICE into his sanctuary city. I mean, he's a Democrat. Okay, this is insanity, utter insanity. The Democrats have been the stupid party. This makes them even stupider.
Well, you know, he's showing his stripes, and I don't think this will fly, even with the people in New York. You never know. But at the end of the day, the guy is truly a communist. He believes in the government taking care of everybody, and that doesn't work in the greatest country ever. You can just go to Venezuela or some of the other countries. If he does win, you can sack the bats in New York, Larry. We will take you in Alabama in a heartbeat. We'll put you a TV studio up, and we'll let you preach the gospel from the state of Alabama.
You know I love the gospel, Senator. You got me there. Senator Scott, you know it too. Gentlemen, you're both terrific. Thank you so much.